I never know if we're actually live when it gets to 2 or to 1 or 0, whatever, but we're here. That's the important part. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show this week. As always, I'm your host, David Burrows. Um, I'm not one to complain about the weather, but hot enough for you? Wow. There's got to be record breaking things going on out there. My phone says like 31 degrees. So it means like 100 and something with UV decks and whatever other decks and index. And anyway, it's really freaking hot out there. So if you are going to be outside, make sure you're carrying water, drinking lots of water, stay hydrated out there. And wherever you're watching from, we're simulcasting today in about 5 different places. We're broadcasting here in Sarnia, of course. We're broadcasting throughout Canada. We're broadcasting live in the United Kingdom. We're broadcasting live in Australia. So the world is watching, which is awesome because my guests that are on here today deserve to be seen all over the world. Every week, I got to tell you, sometimes I week to week, I go, I got to find some guests and I got to figure out who I'm going to have on. Sometimes they come on last minute. Sometimes it's well planned. It's always exciting to me to meet new people all the time. And that's what the show is all about, is promoting not just our community here in Sarnia, Lambton, but from all over the world and all the different things that people are doing, following their passions and building their dreams, creating music. It's just awesome to be able to bring this to you all the time. So I'm grateful for all of you who are here watching today. And of course, some great things happened to me over the weekend. I don't mind telling you. This was like a life experience for me, for sure. I don't know if I'll ever get to do this again, but I got to fly in a B-25 bomber last week that was here at the Sarnia airport as part of the Sarnia Wings over Sarnia Gala in support of Pathways, right? Pathways Health Center, who's having some struggles trying to keep a pool or trying to get their pool back in operation and then trying to maintain it. So they need lots and lots of money. And one of the things they were doing is they had this B-25 bomber at hangar number 2, the Sarnia Chris Hadfield Airport. And I was one of a few that had the privilege to go for a 25-minute flight that I will never forget. I got to admit, it was a little nerve-wracking. You know, you kind of look at an airplane that we get on normally today and you feel pretty good about it. And then you look at this thing and it's like a big piece of metal, but they took really good care of us. And it really wasn't as bad. It was pretty loud, but it wasn't as loud as I thought it was going to be. And we flew over Lake Huron and they took really good care of us. This gentleman here, there's a funny story to this picture here. This is Richard Petty. Now, when I say Richard Petty to a lot of you, if you're a NASCAR fan, you probably go, Richard Petty. Okay, I might have fooled some people. I said, this is Richard Petty, and he's going to be flying us. And he was part of the flight crew. I wasn't lying, but some people got excited and said, that's Richard Petty from NASCAR. And I thought maybe it was at first, but whatever. It's Richard Petty, but the other Richard Petty. Anyway, he was part of the 8-man crew, 4 that were on flight, and then there was 4 on the ground. Some fantastic stories about the B-25 bomber. And I got to fly with Colonel John Stewart and some others who, Colonel John Stewart I've known for probably 25 years of my life. I met him when I was about 21 years old. So that's how long. That's a while ago. So thanks to the Arizona Commemorative Air Force for coming to Sarnia, supporting Pathways. And there was a huge 25-piece swing band there that night, and we just had a great time. We stayed right to the bitter end. So I'm sure Pathways has a number. We don't know how much yet, but lots of money was raised. All right. Bluewater Border Fest is coming to town. It's going to be here next weekend, 26, 27, 28. Very excited to be a part of this as a media sponsor. Once again, partnering up with Bluewater Border Fest. I will be the MC for the entire weekend, introducing all the bands. Excited for that. There's still general admission tickets available, so you can go online to bluewaterborderfest.com to do that. VIP sold out. No more VIP. Wow, which is awesome. Last year, the first year for Bluewater Border Fest, they've grown larger. I'm really super excited to see the Arkells live. I have never seen the Arkells live. And all my friends who have seen them go like, oh, wow, it's going to be an awesome concert. Matt Mays is going to be there as well. Dear Rouge will be here. I'm also looking forward to the rock night. I'm an old guy, so I like the classic rock. The Guess Who's going to be here. Looking forward to that as well. And one of my favorite bands from the 80s, Honeymoon Suite. Yes, those guys that sing New Girl Now and Wave Babies. I've seen them probably about 6 times, but I'm excited to see them again. And I'm really excited to see Jabrito, local band. They'll be opening up for them. Tony Zangoli, who's the drummer for Jabrito, biggest honeymoon suite fan ever, is playing the drums for his band, opening up for them again. He's played with them before and opened, so he's just super ecstatic. Go down to Pickers Alley here in Sarnia, ask for Tony, tell him Dave Burrows sent you. He'll laugh. So looking forward to that. So you can still get tickets. Go to bluewaterborderfest.com to get your tickets for that and enjoy a great weekend. Well, as if we don't have enough to do around here, we have the show, of course, and then we have the video show network, and we also now have the radio show network. So I know you can go to Spotify and all that sort of stuff, but this is kind of cool to just go and check us out online at the radioshowNetwork.com, playing 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s. We don't play anything past the 90s because past that, they stopped making music. I don't know. I'm old, so I like that kind of stuff. You can go on there 24 hours a day to the radioshowNetwork.com, and 24 hours a day, make your requests. You can even dedicate a song to somebody if you like, and the music will play 24/7. They're all hits. You might even find some songs that you forgot about that are hits. So it's fun to go there. You can check out the full library, over like 5,000 songs from the 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s. So again, check that out online at the radioshowNetwork.com. Lots of fun things going on at Sarnia here. Beats on the Street is happening again. Beats on the Street will be happening down in the Refined Fool parking lot. DJ Fat Fingers is going to be there. DJs from all over are coming to Sarnia to be a part of Beats on the Street, as well as local entertainment. Marty O'Black's going to be there. That Dirty Rack will be there. Roundhouse is going to be playing. Lots of fantastic local music and DJ Fat Fingers, as I mentioned. And it's all in support of the hospice here in Sarnia. So a great cause, great fun, great beer. Got to say, Refined Fool parking lot. So guess what they'll be serving up? Get down there. Tickets are only $10. So you can go online to Beats on the Street on Facebook, and they've got a link there. You can even purchase you can get your tickets at ticketscene.ca as well. So Beats on the Street. Going to try to get down there for that. Got a busy weekend coming up, so not sure when I can get there. And the reason I'm busy is two of the guests on here are going to keep me busy. We'll talk about that coming up in just a moment. Captain Kid Days happening out in Corunna, as always, the long August weekend. I'll be there all weekend as well as the MC for the entertainment. And we got some other fun things happening as well. It's just a great time for the kids and the family, and it supports all kinds of local charitable organizations in the area at Captain Kid Days, and a youth talent showcase. Once again, for I don't know how many years we've been doing it now, but I will be supporting the Youth Talent Showcase, the Video Show Network, and the show, sponsoring this year's Youth Talent Showcase. 18 and under. If you got a talent, you can sing, dance, play an instrument, tell a joke, clean jokes. You want to play we've had drummers, we've had guitar players, whatever you want. This is not a contest. It is a youth talent showcase. We just want people to get up and show off and have fun on a big stage in front of family and friends on a Sunday afternoon at 1:30. That's when that will be happening. That's August the 5th. If you want to register for that, head on over to our website, tvsn.ca or thevideoshownetwork.com, and you'll see a link there to sign up, pre-register. It's absolutely free. And there might be some prizes in there. You never know. We like to make it fun. So get out there on August the 5th. And if you know somebody who's 18 or younger, you should tell them about this and say, come on, let's go to Captain Kid Days and have some fun. And, of course, the adult entertainment in the evening. The Room starts things off on the Friday. And then even before that, on the Thursday night, it's movie night. The Sandlot, a classic retro movie. I'm going to be there watching that on a big full screen out there on the Thursday evening. And Roundhouse is going to be playing there as well for that. So come on out, Captain Kid Days. Put it on your calendar the whole long weekend. If you're not going away. I know some people are really busy, but come on out there and have some fun with us for the Youth Talent Showcase and Captain Kid Days. All right. And if that's not enough, I've been doing karaoke for 30 years now. Wow, 30 years. I've been doing entertainment for 30 years in Sarnia. And this will be the summer event for karaoke. Every year on the Duke d'Orleans, I have a party. We do karaoke. So go for a 3-hour tour and a boat ride on the beautiful St. Clair River, cash bar, and karaoke. What could possibly go wrong? We have a lot of fun out there all the time. Tickets are $25 for that. The Duke d'Orleans staff, amazing. I'd say I've known them for 30 years, putting cruises on their beautiful Duke d'Orleans, and now the Duke d'Orleans too. And that's Sunday, August the 12th. Sunday, David, what am I going to do Sunday night? Hey, it's 6 to 9. You'll be okay. You can still get up in the morning for work if you come and have fun with us. So, again, August the 12th, you can find tickets by getting a hold of me after the show. Just message me and we'll make sure we get those to you. All right. Okay. Well, this is what we're talking about. Are you a boxing fan? It just blows my mind how many fans there are of boxing, and UFC and MMA and all that stuff, but boxing. And we have a very special guest here, and I'm going to bring her on in just a moment. I think she's ready. Yep, there we go. This is Nicole Drury. Is it Drury?
Yes, Drury.
Yeah, I wanted to make I said that right. I have to ask you. First of all, thanks for being here. I know you're 17 years old, so you probably got a busy life. Oh, your sound. I'm losing your sound there.
Sound okay? Is it better?
There you go. Now I can hear you.
Hand was on the microphone.
There you go. I have to, like I say, you're probably busy. You're 17. You're doing lots of stuff. You're probably training and everything else. But I have to ask you this question because I was having a conversation with a lady the other night at that Wings Gala I was just talking about, and I was telling her I was going to interview you because where we were is where the fight's going to be at hangar number 2 at the airport. I asked this, Justine Holmes, Justine, right?
Sorry,
are you there?
Glitched on me.
I said I have to ask this question. Justine, of course.
You glitched on me again. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. Are you hearing me now?
Yeah, I got you.
Okay. Justine?
Yes.
Okay. So I asked her this question a while back as well. I'm a father. I have a daughter. Mm-hmm. You know where I'm going, right?
I know where you're going.
Why? Of course I would support her, but I would probably have the conversation and go, why do you want to, sweetheart, why do you want to get in the ring and hurt yourself? Do you know what I'm saying?
I know.
So where does this come from for you?
Well, I've been in competitive sports for years. I've played hockey all my life.
Okay.
So my dad played hockey, and we've been a really competitive family. And my dad was a little bit of a bruiser himself, so I'm not. One of my teammates did MMA, and she really got me into this. And we went to Bluewater together, and it just clicked, and I really liked it there. The coaches are amazing, and I love the sport. It's amazing.
So okay, what is it about it though? Like, what is it? Is it the adrenaline rush? Is it the challenge? Like, what is it for you?
For me, it's since I've been playing hockey, right, all my life. I've been playing a team. This is more like an individual sport, and I can see how far I can push myself rather than the individuals around me. So I really like that aspect of it, and also trying to hit somebody and not get hit. I do like that component, and yeah.
I like to be able to hit somebody and it's okay. I don't get in trouble for it.
Yeah. On somebody else.
Yeah.
Gonna get thrown in jail.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Well, the Bluewater Boxing Club's obviously been very supportive to you. If I, I know a few people there, and they're thrilled for you. This is your first fight, right?
Yes.
Your first official fight.
Yes.
Okay. So, sorry, you cut out again. Say again.
This is my first boxing fight.
Okay, all right. And you're fighting against Ireland, somebody from Ireland?
No, unfortunately I got a matchup against somebody from London. Well, fortunately I got a matchup against somebody from London rather than Ireland.
Okay.
But we have one of our other competitors, Dan, who's fighting somebody from Ireland.
Okay, all right. But this is going to be an exciting night because Ireland's going to be there.
Oh yeah.
And how are you feeling about all this?
I'm excited. It's going to be a lot of fun, and just go out and do your best, right? That's all you can do.
Yeah. What about family support? You must have a lot of that behind you.
Yeah, I have my uncles and cousins, and unfortunately my parents are away on vacation right now, so they couldn't make it. But I have cousins and uncles that are coming to support me, and a lot of friends in my gym, right?
Yeah, okay. Well, if your mom and dad are away, this is going to be live streamed, right?
Oh yeah, pay-per-view. Yeah,
they'll be able to watch.
Yeah, they're driving home the day that I'm fighting, so they're gonna stream it in the car.
There you go. You gotta love technology for that.
All right.
What is a lot of challenges come across in this type of thing. Do you ever feel like am I going to be able to pull this off? Do you ever have any doubt in yourself at times?
I'm pretty sure everyone goes through that, like especially my first couple months at Bluewater, where I was, I don't know, not the best boxer in the world. I kind of doubted myself, but my friend pushed me through it. My coaches helped me out, and especially as a girl in the sport, you kind of get a little bit of stigma too. But kind of you feel like you need to prove yourself. But I kind of worked through that, and happy where I am now. And my coaches
Yeah.
helped me out a lot.
Yeah. Who's your coaches?
Wade Fleming, Chuck Evans, and Tom Hennessy.
Yeah. Two of those guys are awesome.
The third?
No, I'm just kidding. I'm giving Tom a hard time.
Okay, I got
I'm
you.
just kidding. I'm totally just kidding. But yeah, no, you've got a great group around you, and that has to make a difference for you, especially in this sport, to have yourself, the right team behind you and motivating you. What kind of things do they do to keep you going?
They make sure, like, after every single round of sparring, they make sure I tell me something good and something bad, something I need to work on, something I'm doing well. They lead me in the right direction, coach me a lot. Like, I've been to many different gyms, and they're the best coaches around in Sarnia. Like,
Yeah,
they're amazing.
I keep hearing that honestly from a lot of different people. So you're in the right place then. What about personal life? Like you must have to make some sacrifices there when you're training for something like this. You must have to tell your friends sometimes, no, I can't go tonight because I gotta. Is that involved a lot?
Yeah, a lot of my friends, like when I started training, they're like, "Yeah, you stopped hanging out with us, and we lost connection with a bunch of people." But I train. I take my training seriously. I train
Yeah.
2, 3 times a day, and I also work and go to school. So it is pretty busy schedule, and I basically have no social life. But I find it rewarding, and I like it a lot. So
Well, it's okay to think about you, right, and what you want to do, and that's good. I mean, the real friends will stick around anyway, and they'll be in the corner, so to speak,
oh yeah,
uh, rooting for you. You've got a bunch coming out, I'm guessing, to watch you.
yeah, I got a few coming out.
Yeah, your ticket sales are up because of you, then.
Oh yeah, I sold a table for my wrestling team, and then sold about 20 tickets for my family and friends. So I got got a couple
Yeah,
people.
that's cool. Family and friends, they have to go, right? They don't have a choice. They have to go. For those of you who are watching us right now, I'm sure some of you know Nicole Drury. She is 17 years old, and she's going to be having her first boxing match coming up this Sunday, July 22nd. Banger in the hangar, hangar number 2 here at Chris Hadfield Airport. And we here at the Video Show Network will also be live streaming. It'll be pay per view if you want to watch it from the comfort of your phone or your home or wherever. But even better than that, I think there's still a few tickets left. You can come on out. But for those of you who are watching, make sure you're watching click the link that is up above here in the comment section, and you'll be able to share your comments. Like Shayna has said, hello. Let's see. We'll put her comments. Shayna says, me. That's Shayna's a friend of yours, obviously.
She's a friend of mine. She trains at Titanium MMA.
Oh, okay. All right. She says hello, and she's laughing that she's going to be there in support. And who's Lynn? Do you know Lynn?
Lynn, what's her last name?
Lynn Honer, I think. Hoh. Jennier.
I don't know.
Okay. Well, she says hello. Hello, Lynn. So
Hi.
so if you want to ask Nicole a question, you can type a question down in the comments there, and we'll share that with Nicole as well. What you see yourself doing this for a long time? Like, you're 17 right now. I mean, what about college and that sort of stuff, university? Do you think will this get in the way, or?
I'm doing 12X right now, and I'm thinking I'd like to pursue this as a career. Like, that'd be great if I could. But at the same time, it's very hard to make money in this sport. But
Right.
it's rewarding, and hopefully I can continue with this throughout my life.
Yeah. What do you see yourself like maybe down the road doing some coaching with it? Is that sort of thing?
I really like coaching and helping out others, and so I'd love to do that in the future as well.
Right. Right.
And,
What's
and
sorry, say again?
like pay it forward, right?
Right. 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 What kind of things have you learned about yourself being a boxer, becoming a boxer?
I learned I'm a lot more stronger than I thought I was. I learned that I'm a lot more disciplined than I was before. Um, I learned I have more confidence. So many things that boxing has taught me. I can't name them all. Like, it's just
We got
amazing.
we got lots of time. When you
Yeah.
say stronger, you mean both mentally and physically?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. The mental aspect is definitely one of the biggest. It's competing in any sport is mentally tough, but I find this one especially difficult because it's not. You can't put the blame on anybody else, right? If you lose a round,
Yeah.
it's because of you, right? So
Yeah.
I find that really affects me, but I find it also makes me stronger. If I won a round, it's not because of anybody else; it's because of me. And so
Okay.
I really, really like that. And I liked being dependable and accountable for my actions.
Right. Right. Um, it's interesting. You said earlier there's a stigma attached to female boxers, or maybe even female in MMA and
Yeah.
wrestling and all that. What is that? What is that stigma? Explain what you meant by that.
So if you go into our gym and you go up the stairs and you look around and you say, who do you think who do you think has had the most fights or has the most success? And you'd probably pick up one of the guys, right? No,
Okay.
it's our girls. So we have Justine, has over like 60 fights, silver medalist, national champion. Um, we have Caitlin, who's have over 70 fights. Like, they've competed on international levels. They go to Ireland to compete. But we also have a really great boy boxers as well. But I find that you need to prove yourself a little bit more
Hmm.
rather than guys. It's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard to explain.
No, no. I think I get it. I think most people probably get it. Why do you think it? Why do you think that's there though? Like what? And is it changing? Is it getting better?
Yeah, I do think it is getting better. Like even when I was a kid, like competing in hockey, like a lot of dads would look at me and from the arena and be like, "Oh, you're here supporting your brother?" No, I'm here to play. So I do see a lot more openings in hockey, like more tournaments for girls to compete in, and that aspect too. And I also see that in boxing as well. So if we came to the gym like 10 years ago, you'd probably get two or three girls. And now there's a good solid 5, 6 that you see in the gym.
Yeah.
And like, the 20 that is there. So
Why do
it's,
you think that is? What's
I,
changed that?
I definitely think civil rights movements definitely in the recent years, like have definitely help that out. And
Right.
quality is happening and a lot of girls are getting more confidence, especially in combat
Yeah.
sport, which is boxing.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you think Oprah had anything to do with it?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. For me too.
Yeah, I hear it. What do you, oh, I lost it. Oh yeah. Do you have are there female boxers or MMA fighters that either locally or professionally that you look up to?
Oh yeah, I look up to a lot of individuals. Like my one of my best friends, McLaughlin, who's a really really good Muay Thai and MMA, and she's a really good boxer as well.
Hmm.
I look up to Justine. I look up to Caitlin, who are really really good boxers in the gym. I look up to all my sparring partners. I love them. But I also look up to many girls in the UFC, like Chris Cyborg, love her. Amanda Nunes, love her. And also a lot of wrestling girls. Emily Schaefer, who just won bronze in the Gold Coast games, and she's 21. But
Wow.
she won it with a broken collarbone, and she was just coaching
Oh
me like
wow.
an hour ago. She's amazing. I look up to her as well.
What is it about her that you feed from?
Well, her mental toughness, like she broke her collarbone in her second last match, and went into her bronze medal match with a broken collarbone and wrestled right through it, won bronze. especially with this move that puts a lot of strain on your collarbone. Um, and she was also taught by my wrestling coach at Northern, and she's just awesome. Like she definitely is a positive influence on everyone in the wrestling room. And
Right. Sounds like a lot of awesomeness going on there.
oh yeah, she's awesome.
Yeah. Um, I have to, like, you talk about this broken collarbone and she keeps moving forward with that. Like, that's where does that come from? Do you think? Like, where do you find that kind of strength? Like, I'm not into pain. I that wouldn't be me by any means, but I mean, boxing's not my passion either. Right. But where do you pull that from?
I find that a lot of boxers are, or anybody in combat sports, are mentally like tough. Like
Yeah.
they're in a sport where they kind of compete compromise because you have to get down to a certain weight, right? And so
Okay.
dieting and dehydrating and getting that mental toughness and that discipline to do that, I feel like builds a mental confidence and a mental strength. And so
Right.
competing when you're like the adrenaline, definitely helps out. I've broken my ankle and like skated on that and did a few
Okay.
but nothing. I haven't hurt myself in wrestling yet, or boxing.
Right. You talk about training in this type of sport. Obviously, there's a lot of physical things that you have to do, working out, that sort of thing. And we're sort of just talking about the mental side of it. So I think people can see the obvious, exercise and all that stuff that you would do in a routine, whatever that looks like. What kind of things do you do to work on your mental part of you that needs to be in the ring?
Well, I just try to push myself almost past the breaking point.
Yeah.
Like if I can do 30 push-ups, I go for 35. If I can do 10 pull-ups, I try to do 12. If I can run for an hour and a half, I try to run for 2. So I just try to push myself past the breaking point to build that mental strength and stamina.
Keep raising the bar, so to speak.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, where do you see yourself? You talk about wrestling too, right? Is that something else? Are you kind of involved in all of those sports, or is it just boxing?
Um, right now, it's the off season for wrestling, and I find I love the sport. I really, really do. But right now, boxing is my number one goal, and I really enjoy that. I think that's my passion right now. Could change, but I think boxing is the right direction where I want to head.
Yeah. Okay. What do you think you need? What kind of things do you think you'll need to do to uh, I guess be like? Is it going pro something you'd want to do?
Um, it might be something I want to do in the future, but right now, like I think I'd like to try to go to the Olympics. That'd probably be my goal.
Don't
Uh,
try.
don't try, do. That's what everyone keeps on doing.
Right.
Um, but yeah, I recently went to Hamilton and boxed against a pro boxer, and she was really good. And like went to a pro gym, and they were really, really good. Um, it might be something that I want to do in the future. I don't know. I'm young. I'm 17,
That's
um,
right.
but I'm
Fair
definitely
enough.
not any doors.
Yeah. Okay. School, college, university. What's that look like for you?
I would love. Right now, I'm bouncing in between being like a firefighter, maybe going to that program. That's a really good program near us in Lampton.
Yeah.
Um, I don't know. I'm doing 12X, figure out another year. But bouncing in between like graphic design and like firefighting. So it's, two very different directions.
Yeah. Do both. You will figure it out, and it sounds to me like you've got family, parents around you that are probably helping you with those decisions, and
Yeah.
they obviously love and support you with what you're doing with boxing. Can you talk about your opponent for a little bit? Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Sure. She's from Warriors Boxing Gym. That's a
Okay.
boxing gym in London. Her name is Dana Lopez. I don't know much about her. I know that she's 27, and
Okay.
yeah. And then I know that she is 140, 135.
Okay.
all I really know about her.
Okay. And where are you at?
I'm around 145, 142, so we're
Okay.
around the same weight.
Okay. So
Don't
you're fairly matched then, would you say?
Yeah, so club shows we can weigh 8 pounds apart for us to
Okay.
fight. So I think we're pretty evenly matched, and it'll be a good show.
But it's evenly matched, but you're gonna one up her, aren't you?
Oh yeah, first round.
Yeah. For sure. How many rounds do you fight?
3,
3 rounds, and they're how long each?
2 minutes.
2 minutes. Doesn't seem like a very long time, but
But
I wouldn't want to be the guy in the ring either.
no.
I'll be the commentator or something. Well, I'll be there broadcasting you live,
Okay.
broadcasting you on the live stream to the world. So, Nicole, thank you so much. I really wish you all the best. I know many of the people, Tom and Wade that you're around, and they are awesome people to be around. So you're very fortunate there. So, wishing you all the best. But any final words before we go?
Thank you for having me, and come buy tickets for the show.
All right, you're welcome. All the best to you. Good luck, Nicole.
Thank you.
You're welcome. There you go, Nicole Drury. She's 17 years old, following her passion and her dream. That's one of the great things that I like seeing in young people at an early stage in life, following their passions and their dreams. Banger in the Hangar is happening this Sunday, July the 22nd. We will be live streaming it as well. The doors open at 1:00. The bell will ring at 2. And again, we will be live streaming pay-per-view, the first pay-per-view boxing event here in Sarnia, and we're proud of the Video Show Network to be the first ones to bring it to you. It's only $11.50 US to watch the event, and you'll be supporting the Bluewater Boxing Club by watching the pay-per-view as well. So thanks again, Nicole, for being here. And we talk about young people following their passion and their dream. And this young man I've known for probably about 3 years now. He probably remember better than me. He's sitting here in the lobby with a smile on his face. Let's get him in here right now. Hey, there he is, Ian Linton. How you doing, buddy?
Not too bad. How are you, Dave?
I'm doing fantastic. How old are you now?
I'm 18. Just turned 18 last week.
Yeah, and I think when we first met, you were probably about 15.
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah,
14 even.
Yeah.
15. Yeah. And you're a rapper, man. You're doing a lot of great things. I've had you on here before, so I'm really glad to have you back. I've really seen you grow as not just a rapper, but as a young man. I mean, you, like everybody else, you've had some obstacles in growing along the way, but you've really got a well-focused mind going on.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was it for you that I mean, I know you've lost a lot of weight.
Yep.
That was something that was important to you. How much weight have you lost?
I lost since last summer. I lost over 50 pounds.
That is so awesome.
Thank you.
What happened, or I like to say, what was the aha moment that you said, I got to lose weight and I'm going to do this and nothing's going to get in my way?
I just wanted to push myself to do better things and to do things I haven't done before. And I just had that motivation to keep on going.
Yeah. What, your family around you, obviously you've got a great family around you supporting you as well. Yeah. So what kind of things did you do to lose that weight?
I joined a lot more sports. Like I really got into cross country. I got into different eating habits and just kind of cut out some of the negatives that were happening and started working out a lot more and took my health a lot more seriously.
When you say negatives, usually you're talking about food. What about did the people you were around, did that change too? Yeah,
I decided to distance myself, better myself, not just physically, but also mentally. And yeah, that definitely helped.
Yeah. Why is this all so important to you? Like what, besides the obvious?
I don't know. I just think that I want to be the best person I can be. And whether that's through my health, through my mental state, whatever that is, I just want to be the best person I can be.
Yeah. And you seem to be, sharing that experience with others around you as well. I've seen, I follow along, your friends around you, and you seem to be having a good time in life.
Yeah. Yeah, life is going good. It's a lot of fun. Been keeping busy.
Yeah. What are you working?
No, I'm working on getting a job right now, but
You're working. That's okay. That's a job. I put my son
yeah.
through that one too. But you're out in court, right? Is that right?
Yeah.
So does that make it a little tougher, or kind of limit you to where maybe you can find work?
It definitely makes it tougher, but yeah, I'm working on getting a job around here, so.
Yeah. Okay. All right. What do you want to do, or will you just want to work?
I just kind of want to work, do whatever.
Yeah. 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 Mom and dad after you to pay your own bills, maybe.
Yeah.
I hear you. What kind of things does the family do to support you? Like, do they talk to you about the what you're doing?
Yeah, they talk to me, they encourage me, tell me to keep on going no matter what I'm doing. Just keep on doing what I'm doing.
Yeah, keep on keeping on, right?
Yeah.
Your music is a big part of, I guess, probably what motivates you as well. Is that fair to say?
Yeah.
How does that motivate you?
I don't know. My music just kind of keeps me going. It's something that helps me kind of whatever I'm thinking. It's something that I have to get my thoughts out, and no matter what, just I can keep on writing. I always have my music.
Yeah. Well, we're looking at a video here. This is Invincible Life is your Facebook page.
Yep.
I think that's awesome. Is that what IL stands for now?
Yeah, now I changed that a while ago because everyone was making fun of me for it standing for Ian Linton, so I thought I'd do something new, and Invincible Life is what I came up with.
They were making fun of you.
Yeah.
Don't let that get to you.
No, I kind of agree. Ian Linton and IL wasn't too clever, so I thought something different would be fun.
Yeah. This is you're rapping in here in this video. This is Say Something, right?
Yeah, this was a video I shot last August with a buddy of mine.
And talk to us a little bit about this video. I remember when you were making this, but where are these shots coming from? Where are the shots coming from?
So we did this like all over downtown Sarnia. So we went to the old Bayside Mall. We were just finding some different locations, like the one that you saw in the parking lot. That was the bottom of the Bayside Mall. There's some like in the upper deck of the Bayside Mall, and like the food court in there. And then we did some shots like outside, just random places downtown. We also did one in a coffee shop. That was fun.
Oh yeah, which coffee shop was that?
I can't remember the name now.
Was it Blackwater?
It was Blackwater, yeah.
Yeah, because I thought I remember we talked about that. Yeah. Where do your ideas come for your music?
Honestly, a lot of times I just make the beats, and then I start like rapping over them, and then I'll think of something, like I'll think of an idea, and then I'll be like, oh, this idea goes great with this beat. Like I'm working on a EP right now, and okay. I had this really good idea for an EP, which is the idea for the EP is so I'm making an album called The Rebirth, and the EP title is called The Journey to Being Reborn. So the whole concept of the EP is the songs are saying how I'm bettering myself, and it's a journey through life to better myself and to get better so I can become a new me and a better me.
That's a great message. That's kind of like what we've been talking about here. You just want to keep doing better for yourself. And I think a while back we probably talked, bullying was kind of a part of your world for a while, wasn't it?
Yeah.
You were having some hard times with that. But how did you come through that? Because that's tough to deal with.
After a while, I just kind of stopped getting it. I stopped letting it get to me, because I just, they're not that important. It's my life. I'm doing what I want to do, and it's not theirs. They can say what they want. Everyone has their own opinions, but in the end, it's my life, so I can keep doing what I feel.
Yeah. And where did you learn that? How did you learn that this is my life? And like, was that family that taught you those values, or reading books, or how did you figure that out?
Through family, friends, different people that have helped me through things. And yeah, they were helping me and telling me how to, just not listen to the negative people.
Yeah. It's hard sometimes though, isn't it?
I mean, yeah, it's definitely hard, but you just got to keep telling yourself, no matter what anyone says, it's not their life, it's you. So just worry about yourself and don't worry about anyone else. Well,
I think wherever that came from, that's fantastic advice. But I know it's not easy sometimes because, well, it's just not, right? But you keep making the right choices about yourself and what you want to do. As I said, I mean, when you started rapping, I was like, it wasn't even about listening to your rap. It was the message in what you were doing. I think a lot of times when we talk about rappers, we kind of expect some negative message, and maybe, so to speak, rappers sometimes get a bad rap.
Yeah.
And swearing in the lyrics and stuff. You don't do any of that stuff.
No, that really just never interested me. And also, my mom said, if she can't listen to it, then can't do it. But
well, yeah, that's fair enough. If you wouldn't say that to your mother or your grandmother, you probably shouldn't be saying it, right?
Yeah.
That's good advice. So how long does it take you to, what's, first of all, this picture that's up here, you kind of got your hand up like a bit of a victory happening there. What's this about?
I honestly don't even remember what I was doing in that picture.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I do remember. I actually do remember. I was doing a rap at my school, and I said something, and then I had the audience say something, and I was holding the mic to the audience. That's what that was.
Okay. Oh, yeah, because you kind of do so I'm just checking my notes here. You kind of do what do you call that? Like a freestyle rap where you ask the audience for words and you take the words and put it right into a rap, right?
Yeah, I do that at a lot of my performances.
Yeah. That's a lot. You look like you have fun when you do that. I've seen you do that 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, I definitely enjoy doing that. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah. You have to be quick on your feet.
Yeah.
You have to be, this has to be going pretty quick up here to take that word, 2 or 3 words, and then think about it and spit it out. But it just seems to be pretty natural for you.
Yeah. I mean, after a while, writing just kind of came natural for me. I remember one time, even, I think it was a couple of years ago, I was writing a song, and I was writing it so fast. Everyone around me was like, how did you do that? So it's kind of came natural to me.
Right. What would you say you've done? Like there's no question that you've improved in your performances from the time, like we first met or when you first started doing it to where you are now. Did you ever kind of feel discouraged at any time and go, oh, maybe I shouldn't do this, or do you ever go through that kind of stuff?
I definitely have before. There's been times where I just, even during performances, there's been times where the crowd wasn't enjoying it, or I just wasn't enjoying being up there. So it was like, is this really what I want to do? Do I just want to keep going with the performance, or do I want to just walk off? And yeah, there's been times where I've just thought of quitting rapping altogether, but here I am. So that didn't happen.
What kept you going?
I think just rapping kind of has always helped me kind of just get my thoughts out. And I really just sat down one day and thought, well, if it's helping me, why should I let anyone change how I'm doing what I'm doing? Yeah.
That's kind of like that, going back to that whole, this is my life, and if you don't like it, that's too bad, I mean, great comedians and great performers will tell you that even Elvis Presley could have told stories about where going to perform and the audience just was not receiving you at all. But you just have to keep going, and then you look at the greatness that's come out of that. I mean, you say you just turned 18, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so where are you 3 years from now? Is that a tough question? I mean, I know you're off to college, right?
Yep, I'm going to Laurier Brantford.
Right, and what are you going to be doing there?
I'm doing digital media and journalism.
There you go. You're gonna put me out of business, are you?
I hope not.
What kind of direction would you go with that? Like, what kind of things do you see yourself doing with that?
I really want to cover like music and sports and things like that. And I mean, my biggest dream is to have like my own talk show, kind of like a Jimmy Kimmel, Jimmy Fallon. Like, yeah. I really like those guys, so that's something that I want to do, is have my own talk show.
Well, I'm with you there, buddy. You can have your own talk show right here. You can go get BeLive.tv and do this thing, right? Yeah. I know you're talking bigger, but you got to start somewhere, right? So
I agree.
That's where? Sorry, you said you're going where? Wilfrid?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Where is that again? I'm sorry.
I'm going to the Brantford campus. The main campus is in Waterloo.
Okay. Right. Oh, so why Brantford? Is that just because that's where that course is, or?
Yeah.
Okay, I got you. All right. So you're 18, you're rapping, you're doing what you love, you're going away to school.
Yeah.
Have you ever been away from home before?
Not really, no.
Yeah. Are you nervous?
More excited, but
yeah, a little bit of both, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. You're growing. I get that. My boy's the same age as you, so I totally understand how you must be feeling. But it's exciting times for you. Your latest any other projects coming up? How long? Like what we were talking about before. How long do you think that'll take you to get that EP complete?
I'm aiming for like the end of July, first week of August for the EP. The album, I'm hoping before I go away to school, or first couple weeks of school, get that out there. And then I'm working on some other projects with my buddies, like we're doing some songs together. I'm working on some other side music projects, not with rapping, but with other things.
Okay. What kind of other things can you tell us?
Well, I produce like a lot of my own music, so I have really gotten into electronic music. So I'm trying to get into that. I mean, I'm kind of working on singing a little bit, so see if I can do something with that.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, I was in a band I played the cajon this past year, so I'm seeing if I can. The cajon, it's a box drum.
Is that the one you sit on?
Yeah.
And it's okay, all right. I never knew that. I just thought that was a drum you sat on. I never knew it was called a cajon.
Most people don't. But yeah, I'm seeing if I can go somewhere with that, play some acoustic drumming for someone. Okay.
All right. Sounds good. Well, Ian, I'm so grateful that you were taking some time to be here. It was nice to catch up with you. I've always been a great supporter of you. The first time I met you, I thought there's a fine young man. He's going to follow his dreams. And I'm so glad we've stayed in touch. I'm really enjoying seeing you grow. And, I think talking to you 5 years from now, when you're in your 20s and seeing what you're doing, I'm excited for you there. So congratulations on all your success.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. You stay in touch, my friend. I wish you all the best. And we'll see you out at the Youth Talent Showcase. You're going to come out to that in August?
Yes, you will.
All right. Get signed up for that, buddy, and we'll look forward to that.
Thank you.
All right. Bye for now. You're welcome. All right. Ian Linton. He's 18 years old, following his dreams. He's a rapper, a clean rapper. He's such an awesome young man. Sometimes you just meet people, and you just go, you get a vibe, and you just go, they're going to do awesome things. That's Ian Linton. Invincible Life is his Facebook page. You can go check him out there. and he's going to be out at the Youth Talent Showcase that we're putting on at Captain Kid Days coming up in the August long weekend. August the 5th, actually, is when that's going to be happening. So maybe he'll have some of that new music for the new EP that he's doing to share with us as well. So look forward to that. All right, my next guest, I got to tell, I've known my next guest a long time too. I was sort of sitting here before the show, kind of reminiscing about how we met, karaoke and all that sort of stuff, and so seeing her grow to do a lot of things as well. Doggie Paddle Beach Fest. Now, I have to tell you, I don't own dogs. I don't have any dogs, right? But I'm going to be surrounded by dogs coming up this Saturday at Doggie Paddle Beach Fest. She's here in the lobby. I think we're ready to bring her in. And Jenilyn, how are you?
Hey, Dave. I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. You hear me okay? You're all good?
I can hear you now.
Okay, awesome. I know we have to. I mess everybody up. They're like, "What is this thing David's doing?"
No, we're good now. I wondered, I was all alone there, and I couldn't figure out if I was in the right place or not. But I just caught the tail end of that youth talent showcase. That sounds really exciting. I'm so glad Captain Kid Days is doing that. I grew up doing youth talent contests and showcases and all that kind of thing. So I just think it's so great that there's a place for the kids to get up and do that kind of thing.
Well, I started it a few years ago at Captain Kid Days. Allowed me to use their stage and stuff.
Okay.
So that's why, and that's why we call it a showcase, so that it's not a contest. We just want youth to go up and perform and get the feel of the stage and have fun. Right. That was
that's great too, right? Because it kind of takes that. There's some kids that may not want to get up if they feel that they're competing, and it just kind of gives them a chance to get up there and do their thing and not feel judged. And I think that's great.
That's right. That's
awesome.
Well,
cool.
What's awesome, you're awesome. Like, I know you've been singing for years, and that's how we kind of met. A couple of years ago.
We were two, right?
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Doggie Paddle Beach Fest. This is something that you started. This is 3 years now?
Yeah, third year.
Yeah. And it's been successful, but seems to be getting bigger every year.
Yeah.
Where did this come from?
Well, I also do pet photography. So, and one of my very first jobs was actually working at a vet clinic when I was about 12. I've always loved animals, so I kept going to our local vet clinic and begging them to let me volunteer at first. And so I've always had a passion for animals. And then I got into photography as well, when I was singing growing up. And so that's always been a big piece of my life. And so I spent a lot of years doing photography for adoptable animals. And so I wanted to do something, on a larger scale. I've done some event planning for different things. And I thought, let's put all those different pieces together of things that I do. And I happened to be down in California for a singing event. And I was at a dog surfing contest. And it was the coolest thing. And I thought, we have such amazing beaches. Canatara is one of the top rated beaches in Canada. I mean, it's gorgeous and it's a hidden gem. A lot of people, if you mention it to people in Toronto or outside of the area, a lot of people don't even know about it. So I thought, let's do something, and let's do something on a large scale, something that takes the best pieces of different festivals. There's a lot of dog festivals out there, and there's a lot of surf festivals, and there's a lot of different things out there, but let's take the best pieces of all those things and throw something together that is really unique. And so we put something together that is one of a kind. There's nothing like that out there. It's the only dog beach festival in Ontario in Canada that we know of. And, even north of California that we've heard of. So it's been attracting people, as far as Toronto and Windsor and even down into the States. We had a guy from Kentucky call today, which was really cool.
Wow.
We're getting, people are coming from all over, and people asking, where can they stay overnight and what hotels can we stay at and that kind of thing. So we're, every year we're expanding and growing bigger and bigger. So it's really exciting.
Well, I was going to say that's got to be super exciting, but you've got to feel pretty good yourself. Like, this is quite an accomplishment. And I, me, I'm all about utilizing what we have here in Sarnia, all the greatness around us. And you're right. Our beaches and our water, and it's nice to see that being utilized.
Yeah.
Now, what? Let's kind of go. Okay, our Doggy Paddle Beach Fest.
Mhm.
You know, I remember when you first approached me about being a part of it. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, okay. I wasn't sure what to expect. Right. I mean, we've been friends a long time, and I thought it'd be fun. So I was like, yeah, okay. What can I expect, or what can anybody else expect that's going to be at Doggy Paddle Beach Fest?
Yeah, I think that's the thing. You know, a lot of times, you know, when we talk to people about it, you know, if you haven't been, it's one of those things where you can't really wrap your head around it. You know, you think, well, what is this thing? But it's a lot of everything. We have something for everyone. It's interesting too because you know, people that love dogs, there's something for them. And then we've had a lot of people come down that don't have a dog, but they just want to come and watch because it's such a cool thing to see. So this year we've really expanded. We've got everything that we've had before and so much more. We have off-leash play areas for the dogs. The beach is completely fenced in, so it's safe for the dogs. People don't have to worry. I know my dogs in particular are runners, so they would be gone if they were off leash at the beach or anywhere else for that matter. They'd be long gone. Oh, hi, Chuck. Chuck just said hello there. So yeah, it's completely fenced in and it's staffed. So we have people monitoring as well. So the owners, they do have to, okay, Chuck. So the owners do stay with their dogs. And but we do have it staffed as well, and we do ask that people, you know, we want dog-friendly dogs. We want all the dogs to, you know, get along with each other. So if you have a dog that's, you know, aggressive, or a dog that maybe is a little bit nervous, has anxiety and that kind of thing, we ask that maybe it's either not the right place to test them out. We want to make sure that all the dogs are real friendly and
I was going to say, but like, how do you know? Like, and again, I'm not a dog owner, so I'm not informed about this. But how do you know? Whether a dog is going to be aggressive, or, I mean, like they have an instinct about themselves, you know, that it's got to be, how do you observe that, I guess?
Well, you know, we just want to make sure that people have socialized their dogs properly. You know, if it's a dog that, say, never leaves the house, has never left the house, isn't used to being around other dogs, and, you know, a lot of different dogs, different strange dogs that excuse me, that they haven't met, you know, it's not the place to try it out. You don't want to bring them into a group of dogs that they've never met if that's not something that they're used to doing. You know, that it would just create a lot of stress for them, and that's going to be too much for them to handle. It's excuse me, a stressful situation. So you know, dogs that are properly socialized, that do go out, dogs that are used to going to, say, the dog parks or to doggy daycares and that sort of thing. Those are the kind of dogs that will do well in this sort of situation.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess as a dog owner, you should know that, I guess, about your pet.
Absolutely.
So you're kind of trusting that the dog owners are going to make a good decision as to whether or not this is for them.
Yeah, if your dog goes to, you know, regularly to doggy daycares and they do really well with other dogs, or you socialize them at the dog parks and they do really well. But, you know, if you have a dog that has never been out in public and it's 6 years old, that's never socialized with another dog, it's probably not a good idea.
Okay.
So a lot of dogs and that sort of thing. So yeah, we do recommend that you bring dog-friendly dogs only.
Okay. Well, fair enough. I know there's lots of other things going on besides just what's happening with the dogs. We've got Little Ray's Reptile Zoo is coming. Is that right?
Yeah, they're coming. We're doing an 11:30 show, and I was just going to say for the kids, but you know what? It's for adults too. Any adults that we have a lot. Yeah, amazingly, I've had a bunch of adults. A girl I know, actually, she's really upset that she's going to be missing that show. She's out of town. But she was really bummed about that. But that's a ticketed show. It's a private show, and we only have so many seats for that. And it is an interactive show, so everyone can get up close and interact with all of the reptiles. And there's a crocodilian, large crocodilian. It's kind of like I'm not sure if I'm explaining this right, but it's like a small crocodile. So it's massive. Well, it's in that picture there. I guess it's up on the screen. So that's going to be there. Some tarantulas and tortoises and some really cool. There's some surprise animals that are going to be there too. So it's going to be really neat.
Okay. Wait a minute. Okay. And you're going to make me live stream this, aren't you?
And I think you need to. you need to hold like a large snake too. And I think we're going to have to get you holding that snake, wrap that thing around. And
see, I knew it. I knew when you got me to agree to this.
We had a plan.
You were going to throw something else at me. Wow. You know, fair, and sure, I'll do it. Whatever. You know, you could talk me.
I need to be up for a good time, right?
Yeah. You know, I have to say, I'm really looking forward to it because it's something. It is so unique, and but I will say, and I'm not going to lie about it, I'm a little nervous, and the only reason is because I don't own any dogs. Mm-hmm. I did when I was a kid, so I got bit by a Saint Bernard.
Oh.
When I was a little kid, so that just doesn't go away. So, you know, there's that in there. So I guess you'll have to protect me, or somebody will have to protect me or whatnot. But I know my son's coming with me to help out too, and he loves dogs, so he's super excited about it.
Yeah, no, and we, you know, and it's great too because so for 3 years we've. Everybody's been great, and you know, like we were saying about dog-friendly dogs, and we've not had one incident, not one bite, not one issue with the dogs getting into it with each other, or you know, we've had no problems at all. Everyone's been really respectful in that way, and you know, I certainly understand, you know, when people have had something like that happen. I have a shark phobia, so I get that. I think everybody has a shark phobia. Right. Mine is beyond. I mean, if I even see what, like on I got kicked out of the high school library because there was a display for sharks, like you know, all the books and everything, and I walked in and I flipped out screaming, and I got kicked out of the library and detention and the whole. But it's a real phobia. It's a real thing.
No, I'm just laughing because, like, who gets kicked out of a library?
This girl does.
I guess. Well, you don't surprise me. You know, the fact that you're doing this, and I like to say, honestly, I've known you a long time, and your personality, you're so much fun. So you're taking all that funness and putting it into this event. Like, you know, people are going to get a great experience. And I know there's going to be lots of food vendors there as well. My buddy Harry's going to be there with his spring rolls.
And yogurt. Something. From yogurt.
Yes. Oh, that's right. Okay.
Yeah. He has the color changing spoons. They're so cool. I have to mention that. I love those things.
So I'm going to be holding tarantulas and snakes.
Yes. Yep.
I'm going to be eating yogurt and Harry's spring rolls.
Yep.
And there's a beer tent this year. That's exciting.
Beer tent. Everyone is so excited about the beer tent.
Yeah. What made you decide to add that in?
You know, we had a few people mention it. People said, you know, because, you know, the last couple of years, we've had really hot days, which has worked out great. I mean, you're at the water, you know, nice hot day is fantastic. Yeah. And we've had a few people say, you know, it'd be nice to have a beer with our lunch, you know, and we thought, why not? I mean, the beer tent runs 11 to 4. So it's perfect. It's, you know, around the lunch hour, and people can kind of, you know, hang out and have a beer in the afternoon. It's nice and hot. And so Labatt's is coming out, and we're going to have some coolers and beers, and, you know, there's going to be so many selections, Mike's Hard Lemonade and all the iced teas and all that kind of stuff. So it's going to be.
Just makes sense. Like I say, you're down at the park, nice day. Yeah. You're having something to eat, wander around with a beer or cooler or something. So, now this is down in the middle of the park. Maybe you can just kind of describe for people what's happening.
So it's a massive area. We're actually, we have a whole bunch of stuff going on in the big field. So we've got lure coursing for the dogs. We've got agility demos, disc demos, vendors. So lots of shopping. So people want to bring a ton of cash because you're going to want to buy so much stuff. There's some amazing vendors there. We've got little rays in the field. We've got, oh my gosh, so much stuff happening in there. We've got the paw characters, the meet and greets for the kids, and face painting, and nail trims, and the list goes on and on and on. All that's on our Facebook page as well. And then we've got the band shell, which is where we've got the beer and the food, and you'll be doing doggy interviews as well.
Yeah, I'm going to be, I'm doing whatever you tell me to do, I guess, but I'm going to be.
We haven't even told you everything you're doing.
I know. I knew what I signed up for.
I know. I got more stuff to let you in
somebody
on.
asked me the other day, well, what are you doing down there? And I'm like, whatever she tells me. I don't know. So I'm going to be emceeing. We're TVSN's the entertainment sponsor.
Mhm.
And yeah, we're going to be walking around with a camera. It looks like we'll be live streaming some snakes and whatever, and we'll interview some dogs, and we're just going to have a good time, right?
Dude,
So
awesome. Yeah.
looking forward to that. So this is this Saturday, July the 21st, and it starts at what time till when?
So it starts at 10 a.m. The beer tent opens at 11, and then the whole event goes until 4.
Sorry, say that last part again.
Oh, sorry. I think we had a glitch there. So the event, the gates open at 10 a.m. and the beer tent opens at 11, and the whole event goes till 4. So we're 10 to 4.
Yeah. Yeah. So I've made no other plans that day. You have me for the whole day. Like I say, my son's coming, and I think my wife's probably going to come too, and check things out. So we're looking forward to that.
Yeah. It's gonna be a fun day.
What is this? So Chuck Howard's out there. Hi, Chuck. We know Chuck.
Hey,
let's bring in some
manatee. Oh,
what is
amazing.
that?
I went to Florida with Chuck and his fiance, and we were down there for a week with another friend of ours, and it was amazing. We went swimming with the manatee in the river, and it was just the best week. So we're completely addicted to manatees.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
And Marilyn Cooper says, "Hope all goes well."
Marilyn.
You've got to you got a lot of fans out there rooting for you, and it sounds like they're down there as well.
Oh, I just saw the list over here. Who's on here? Hi, Kelly. My mom is on here.
Where's your mom?
Lynn. I think I heard you say earlier you were asking about Lynn Honer.
Oh, okay.
A little bit earlier. Yeah, that's my mom. Oh, hello there.
Perfect. Well, you got a lot of fans. That's awesome. And we're going to have a lot of doggy fans down there. We're going to have a lot of doggy fun as well. Well, thank you so much for it's always enjoyable to talk with you. I always enjoy our conversations, so it's fantastic that you can be here to talk about it. Any final words before I got to end the show here?
You know what, I'm just so glad that you're coming down and you're going to be a part of it. I think that's a nice added touch this year. So we really appreciate it. Thanks so much.
I'm grateful that you reached out and asked me, and we're going to have a good time for sure. Jenilyn Sheppard, thank you so much for being here. Look forward to, I'm sure I'll be talking to you before Saturday to get all the details worked out and stuff. So we'll talk to you soon. Thanks so much, Jenilyn.
Perfect. Thanks, Dave.
My friend Jenilyn Sheppard, she's excited. We're excited. We're all excited because we're going to go to Doggy Paddle Beach Fest this Saturday, and you should be going down there as well. You just come on. Oh, I didn't even ask. I got to bring you back. One more quick second. I'm glad you're still there. Bringing you back. You got to tell everybody how much it is.
So it's free to walk the grounds, and parking is free. So you can walk around the vendors and the beer tent and all that stuff. And if you want to do the off-leash areas, if you want to do the agility and you want to do the off-leash dog play areas, the beach and all of that, there's a play all day pass for your dog that you can get. Now that pass is $25, but you can pick up these coupons, and you can get these all over Sarnia, Chatham, London. If you're in Sarnia, you can get them at Bronze Bodies, Pet Value on Lakeshore, and we're going to be dropping them off also at the Cooperators, who are one of our sponsors. So awesome. Make sure you pick these up, and you'll get $5 off for every dog that you bring.
Awesome. Glad we got that in there.
Sorry, I just should also mention that we're supporting the United Way with our beer tent as well. So drink lots of beer.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not allowed to have any till the day's over. So
well, I'll treat you to a beer.
Okay, there you go. Thanks again, Jenilyn.
Great. Thanks, Dave.
All right, there you go. The rest of the details for Doggy Paddle Beach Fest this Saturday, July the 21st, at our beautiful Canatara Park. The band shell, the beach, the vendors, the food. Oh, yeah, and the dogs, too. Don't forget about that. Wow, that hour and 10 minutes just flew by. We could go, we could probably give Jenilyn a whole hour if we wanted to. We're going to have some fun. Thanks to all my guests for joining me. Nicole Drury, 17-year-old boxer who's going to be fighting Banger in the Hangar this Sunday, July the 22nd. We'll be live streaming that pay-per-view, or you can get your tickets. Come on down there and watch. Ireland is going to be here in Sarnia, taking on Bluewater Boxing and different fighters as well. Also, my friend Ian Linton, or IL, the rapper, he's doing awesome things. And, of course, my dear friend Jenilyn Sheppard, Doggy Paddle Beach Fest. wow, we're going to post all the links after the show here so you can find out more about all of our guests and how you can get involved with their events and have a good time. That's all the time I got for you this week, everybody. Have a great week and an even better weekend. I will see you next time right here on the show live. Bye for now.